Ladies and gentlemen, no one is here on this earth by accident. Each person has a gift that this world is ready to enjoy. Everyone matters, regardless of the color of their skin or the place where they were born. You are the original. I am the original. As a matter of fact, there's no two fingerprints alike in the world. That's very amazing. This rose I'm holding in my hand right now symbolizes the beauty of each individual here on earth. However, today we see around the world this potential being destroyed one by one. And it is destroyed by the threats of humanity. Those threats of humanity, they come in different forms. Sometimes they come as civil war, rape, race discrimination, and so on. And those people, they end up going into the refugee camp where the identity and the potential is thrown away in the garbage. When people are in this place, they don't want to be called refugees. They hate this label because they want to be called what they were before. They want to be called doctors, businessmen, teachers, athletes, and so on. History shows us that many influential and inspiring people were refugees. We find those people in science, politics, business, and so on. I'm one of those people. I was resettled in the USA in 2012, August 29th. I will never forget that day. It was a memorable day for me. And then I was paired with another refugee from Eritrea to be my roommate. I was connected to a volunteer, Jason Power, a very successful attorney here in Spokane, who became my mentor and my running partner. When I came here in the United States, I didn't know about Walmart or Safeway, so I didn't know where to go shopping. I received a food stamp card, and I used to go shopping at 7-Eleven. I was shocked because at 7-Eleven, they don't have meat, they don't have fruits, and there was like, people who live in this neighborhood, they don't eat meat, but I didn't care because I was coming from so much problems, I didn't care about much, about those things. And one day, my volunteer came to visit me. It was one Sunday, and they checked in the fridge. I didn't have food. They asked me, "You don't eat?" And I said, "My money is already over." They were shocked. And then they wrote a note, and they posted that on my fridge saying, "Never go to 7-Eleven again." Since then, I have never gone to 7-Eleven. Trust me. After that, I got a job at Walmart, working an overnight shift. It was very hard for my body because back home, I have never worked at night. But I worked so hard to give back to this country that has given me much. I also joined Genesis Church, a local church here in Spokane that gave me a sense of community. But I have to confess and tell you that up to now, I struggle with the cultural difference between this country and Burundi, where I was born. In my country, you can just show up to your friend's house without scheduling something ahead of time. But here it doesn't, happen. If you do that, somebody's going to call 911. After working at Walmart for a year, I joined World Relief, an agency that helped with my resettlement here in the US, working as a caseworker, helping other refugees who are coming to get jobs here in Spokane. It was a blessing to help those refugees because they worked so hard to rebuild their lives here. We immigrants, we are very resourceful because we are always in a survival mode, and people do their best when they are in a survival mode. Some refugees, they have started their businesses here in Spokane. The example of this is Cedar Coffee Shop, owned by a former refugee from Ukraine. And when he showed up here in Spokane, I was his caseworker. I now speak publicly as a speaker, and I use my story to inspire other people who are going through tough times. I believe stories can change the world, and I have a vision to have a TV show where I can provide a platform to other people to come and share their stories. Because even Jesus was preaching using stories. Amazing stories of refugees, they inspire and connect humanity. For those who don't know me, I have a gift of running fast. And when I was in the refugee camp, even if my presence there was void with purpose, I shared the streets and the trails of Ethiopia with some big names of Olympians like Kenenisa Bekele and Haile Gebrselassie. Running became a therapy for me during those tough times. As you all know, we have a big race here in Spokane called Bloomsday. For me, Bloomsday is like, the Olympics because it gathers thousands of people in our city. And at the same time, we have elite runners from Ethiopia and Kenya. And of course, from the United States. For the last 6 years, I have run 4 Bloomsdays. And in 2016, I placed 36, and I ran the whole thing in 40 minutes, 4 seconds. I love that our sport can be used as a channel of unity and reconciliation, because during Bloomsday, you see people cheering on everybody, regardless, their race or their gender or whatever. Everybody's having fun. For the last 2 years, I ran for Whitworth University, and what I have learned as an athlete is pace is all about rhythm. It's about finding the routine that enhances the chance for your success. Most of the time we think about our routines as things that are in our control, like training 6 days in a week for your race, or studying for your exam, or getting ready for an event. But I think we need also to think about our subconscious routines. Track is a place where I'm driven and consumed by a competitive desire. And at the same time, is a place that teaches me to love my neighbor as myself. Also, track has taught me that the most important thing in life is to make other people great. And now that my eligibility for running for college has come to its end, now I'm trying to make other people be great runners. I now coach cross-country at Northwest Christian, a private school here in Spokane, where I teach French for the past 2 years. By the way, French is one of my 5 languages that I speak. I'm very genius. Ladies and gentlemen, my life has been in this trash can for so many years. I carried this label for many years, until USA recycled my life and put all the broken pieces together and gave me life again. I became a US citizen last June. It was a memorable day. It is a blessing to have a country that I call home right now. and all this happened because of you. I now challenge you to treat everybody who is coming to seek for asylum in our country, USA, with dignity, compassion, and love. Because if someone who is broken and without hope, like I was, is helped, that person will become again a teacher, a coach, an athlete, a speaker, like I am today. May God bless you, and may God bless America. Thank you.